Boom, we started. This is us.
This is us.
Is this it right now?
This is it right now.
This is it right now. Okay.
This is it
Can
right
I lie?
now.
I am nervous as hell.
Don't
Anyway,
be.
how you guys doing? My
Hello,
name
everyone.
is Snapple Grapple, and
Hi.
beside me is the great.
Jam Shake.
And it rhymed, but we're not rappers. Okay, we are part of the group you guys know well, the Food Chain. And
Yes, sir.
this will be our discussion on Infinity War. Welcome to FCTV. First, Jam.
First things first.
First things first.
We're gonna do a little clap because I gotta edit this and I'm gonna know when to go clap. Keep you on the clap. Keep over there.
We
All
got
right.
Keep over
No.
here.
3, 2, 1. All right, we're good. That's it. Edit. You gotta edit the video with the sound. If I have a clap, that's an easy place to start with the edit.
Okay,
It's
all
a
right.
little lesson for
I'm
you.
learning some
It's a
stuff.
little
I'm
lesson.
gonna learn some stuff, and I'll be editing stuff. You know, I'm actually not gonna edit stuff. This is. the
He
editing.
can't
This is the editing.
edit.
I make the jokes. I do the stuff. I do the other stuff. I pick things up. I put them down. He edits. So let's get this thing kicked off.
All right. What are we kicking off? What's our topic today, Lou?
Our topic is Avengers Infinity War. We're gonna go over theories, some of my questions, some of your questions, a little bit of discussion, predictions,
Character deaths?
character deaths, which falls in line with predictions as well, but
Nah.
it doesn't. It doesn't.
Straight facts.
That's like a whole separate issue.
Straight facts.
Punch the shit out of Iron Man. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm so scared for this movie. Oh my god.
Even the actors don't know what's happening in this. What's on happening in Avengers Infinity War coming out April 27th.
Boom. April 27th, this movie comes out. So we've had bunches and bunches of trailers, a bunch of TV spots, different videos on all these little sneak peeks on things that might happen. And what we're going to do is give you guys five theories each. They could be theories that we made up because we made up some pretty cool ones on the fly between our free time and stuff. And then I've seen some that other people have talked about that I'm pretty interested in. So I'm going to start off with Scarlet Witch and the Vision.
Okay.
So we've seen two different things with the Vision in regards to the Infinity Stone that's on his head. That is the Mind Stone. So the first one we saw was who we assumed to be Proxima Midnight or Corvus Glaive.
I think it's Proxima.
Proxima
I
Midnight
think that's Proxima Midnight.
using her weapon, her scythe. No, I think
She
it's
has
Corvus with the
Corvus
with
has
the scythe, right?
Corvus has a blade, which is like a bladed side or a bladed
I'm not
staff.
gonna lie, I never knew that
I
was
think.
that's where his name
Proxima
was.
Midnight does have like a little spear thing, right?
It is a spear thing. So
Yeah.
no, it could very well be Corvus
I
Glaive,
think it's
because I
probably
know.
going. Nah, it's Proxima.
You think it's Proxima?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess
All right.
Proxima.
Well, he's going with Proxima. I think Corvus Glaive is gonna be the one.
That's not even a theory though.
It's not a theory.
Yeah.
It's not a theory. Okay, but here's the thing. We've seen one scene where whoever it is, whether it be Proxima or Corvus, gripping that stone with some type of weapon, whether it be the scythe or her sword thing,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it may be. And it could be that she or he is going to rip that John straight from his head, ultimately killing the Vision,
That thing
which
coming
goes
out, bro.
along the death scene
That
that
thing's coming
will,
out, bro.
or not the death scene, but the death prediction that we'll get to when we get to our deaths. Then you have the other hand where we've seen videos of Shuri from Black Panther. If any of you guys have seen that,
Great
you know
character.
very well who Shuri is.
I love Shuri.
You can love Shuri. A lot of people love Shuri.
Shuri's a
She's there. She's a lot. She does a lot. But anyway, Shuri's like a super genius from Wakanda who has access to all this Wakandan tech, which puts her like far beyond most of the intelligent people that we know of the Marvel Universe. We've seen a scene of Shuri doing some type of diagnostic, so to speak, on the Vision and his gem. A lot of people think that Shuri is going to find a way to remove the gem without killing the Vision. So it draws the question on which one it's going to be, because my mind is going towards whoever it is from the Black Order that has him pinned to the ground with that weapon on his head. They're going to rip that thing from him, and we're going to lose the Vision.
Oh, that thing's coming out. I guarantee you
It's coming out regardless. Thanos is going to get that damn gem regardless.
I mean, Thanos is getting that boy, so it don't even matter.
But my prediction with this, the whole reason I brought that up, my first prediction is whether it be Shuri or Thanos, I think if the Vision were to die by getting this gem removed from him, because if you watch Age of Ultron, this gem powers him. This is how he was created. I think when that happens, Scarlet Witch will unlock the hidden potential of her power. For those of you guys who don't know, Scarlet Witch is probably, I think, top 5 reality warping characters in the Marvel Universe. She is considered a multiversal threat. There's a comic called House of M where she annihilates like 98% of the mutant population, and it's not just Earth 616. That's ours, right?
Yeah, that's
Earth 616 is the regular Marvel that you guys used to see, but she doesn't just wipe out most of the mutants on that Earth. She takes the mutant gene away from the multiverse. So in each universe, there's a very small select population of mutants that still have powers. Now, we have seen instances of the mutant gene coming back. I can't remember the exact comics. I just remember hearing about it. So I do know that it will make its return. You know, mutant population will skyrocket again in the future.
Well, you mean in MCU or?
No, not in MCU. I'm talking about in Marvel comics.
Marvel
comics. Right now, I'm just explaining to those who don't know, you know, what Scarlet Witch is capable of. But anyway, that is what she can do. She can do stuff like that. Now in the MCU, I'd say the biggest display, or the greatest display, the biggest feature of her powers that we've seen has been in Age of Ultron, where, spoiler alert. Cool. You had a couple seconds. Honestly, if you haven't seen this movie by now, you're not a real fan.
Don't even see it.
Yeah, don't watch Infinity War.
Watch Age of Ultron first.
But there's a scene where Quicksilver dies, and she feels that because of the whole twin thing. Yeah, bro. Yeah. What? You saw this. Shut up. But you see that happen, and when she feels the pain and feels the loss of her brother, because Quicksilver is Scarlet Witch's brother, for those who don't know, she explodes in this. I don't know if it's magic. I'm just going to call it magic right now.
It seems more like energy.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Like some type of magical energy or something. But when she explodes with this burst of energy, she eradicates like every Ultron robot in the vicinity. Mind you, at this point, were the robots also vibranium, or was it just Ultron?
It was just
Ultron shell. Okay. Yeah. Well, regardless, she disintegrated like at least hundreds and hundreds of these Ultron robots that were closing in on her to protect the bomb that they had, or the gravity whatever disruptor thing that they were having. But so far, if I'm not mistaken, that is the greatest display of power that we've seen from her. And if you know her from the comics, that doesn't even crack the surface of what she's capable of. I believe that if Vision does go out in this movie, Scarlet Witch will bring him back.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because there's another scene in the trailers where you see them two having a moment where he's human. It's not Vision anymore. You just see Paul Bettany.
It's Paul Bettany.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he still has the stone.
He has a Mind Stone, yeah.
I think that's going to be the Disney and Marvel Cinematic, the CGI people. I think they CGI'd the gem onto his head, and I feel like that's going to be a scene when it's all said and done where he's human. She made him human. He no longer has this, but they put that on there for, you know, to throw us people in the audience off.
Put a loop in there.
Put a little loopy.
Well, let me get you with something. I'm going to segue that into my theory.
Okay.
I'm going to segue your theory right into my theory.
Okay, so the next theory, let's get into this one.
Scarlet Witch don't got nothing to do with that guy coming back. Here's what's coming. Here's what's going to happen, right? Not even a theory anymore. Straight facts. All right. Boy, whoever's pulling that thing out of Vision dome,
right?
His whole dome,
shit's done.
It's out of there. Okay? There ain't no bringing it back. Vision is going to be shipped to Wakanda.
He's going to be shipped to Wakanda.
Going to be shipped to Wakanda. And guess who's going to handle my boy Vision? My baby Shuri.
Bruce Banner.
Hell no. My baby Shuri. Okay, get this right. All right. So Shuri. Right?
Okay, elaborate. Go ahead. Do you think?
She's already, as we see in the trailer, she already scanned the man's whole body.
Right.
Now, she right there. Is it what? A vibranium? He's not full vibranium. It's like a vibranium alloy, like mesh.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of vibranium.
Yeah, it's not full vibranium. So she's already knows all about that vibranium lifestyle.
Right.
She's been living that thing her whole life.
Right.
So she's gonna probably just peep that whole Vision body. Say, okay, why didn't you just do this? Because we already seen Black Panther spoilers. Let me give you like 5 seconds, but I'm not gonna give you 5 seconds. I'm just gonna talk through all of it. Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's your spoiler.
That was your spoiler alert. If you don't like anything that's said after this, cut it right now. Pause this video. Go watch Black Panther. Then come back and play this video.
Post-credit scene of Black Panther, we see Bucky's back, and it looks like he's fine. So which means
he's out there looking like Jesus too. Like he walks out of there like the Messiah, and a little thing over his shoulder. And anyway,
little children. But we already seen that Shuri can obviously do some mind things. She was able to clear Winter Soldier's mind of all those evil codes from Civil War and Winter Soldier. So
freight car.
To me,
I don't remember them all. I just remember that's the last.
I don't
That's the
remember
last
any of
word.
them.
That's the last word from Civil War when he's doing the whole thing.
So to me, it makes sense that she's going to be able to make an artificial intelligence that can just take the place of the Mind Stone in general. I think the Scarlet Witch scene that you're talking about happens in the beginning, where maybe Vision's having a kind of crisis in his identity, where he wants to be human but he's not, and in that moment, maybe Scarlet Witch is making him appear to be human but he's not. That's why he still has the gem in his head. Just for to comfort him. But I'm pretty sure Scarlet Witch isn't going to have anything really to do with bringing him back.
Okay. I feel that.
That's
with your theory, are you saying that what we see in the clip, that the Infinity Stone isn't there because it's already been removed from him?
You mean the clip with Scarlet Witch?
No, the clip with Shuri. When she's showing Banner and all them, the how do you say it? The diagnostic of the display,
like
his
the little
hologram of him.
Yeah.
So you think that they just CGI'd the Mind Stone there because it's already been removed?
Maybe not even that. That could either be just a completely separate thing just to take the place of the Mind Gem,
right?
Or that could happen before it happens, and they're just preparing for the inevitable that Thanos is going to come and rip that thing out of your forehead, and they're trying to find a way to make him be fine afterwards.
Gotcha.
So that's my theory on Vision. I firmly believe Vision is surviving this movie.
Okay.
I think Vision is going to survive this movie 100%. It's too easy to kill Vision.
True.
People think Vision's going to die anyway.
Okay.
From the jump, because he kind of has a target painted on his forehead.
Since like the first
That's
trailer.
a joke. Because he has a Mind Stone
on his forehead. It's like a target.
And you know Thanos is getting that thing. So
he's getting it.
I think it's a better loop to pull if Vision survives and doesn't die. And I think that's what they're going to go with.
Okay.
But
all right.
You got another theory cooking up.
Okay. The next theory, our third theory, coming from me again.
Yep.
I think, and it's kind of a theory that's been tossed all over the internet, but I kind of agree with it. I agree that the Hulk is going to emerge from the Hulkbuster.
I agree.
Now, the reason I say that is, one, we've seen like a bunch of little things about it. Like there's like a toy of him doing it. There's like one of the little logos from like the magazines is, I think, him doing it. Something like that. It's just, between all the social media,
everything that you've seen.
The reason I also agree with it is because in one of the trailers, I think the last big trailer that came out, like the last 2-minute trailer, there's a scene where everyone's fighting in Wakanda and the army. I cannot remember what they're called. They're not called the Thanos. But
no, in this one, I think they're in Infinity War. They're called like the Outsiders. I think.
Yes, the Outsiders. Because that's isn't that the Annihilation Wave?
Is that the Annihilation Wave?
I feel like he's using the monsters or the creatures that are part of the Annihilation Wave. I feel like I saw that somewhere. I could be wrong. I
haven't heard about that. That's possible.
Absolutely wrong. But I do remember them being called the Outsiders.
Yeah,
that's definitely accurate. You got me on that one. But I saw the scene where the Hulkbuster is fighting and they just take him over. Like they just start jumping on him. He falls back and they're just attacking and attacking and attacking. And I believe at that point, I don't know how Banner went back to being the Hulk, because if you guys watch Thor Ragnarok, spoiler alert.
That's a spoiler for the Thor Ragnarok. You should have saw it though.
You should have saw that one too. But spoiler alert, he had stated that through his studies, Banner believed that had he turned into the Hulk again, he would not be able to go back to being Bruce Banner. And that was a big fear of his, which is why in majority of Thor Ragnarok, you don't see him as the Hulk. I'm sorry, you do see him as the Hulk. But after the initial time, he goes back to Banner and he's scared to go back into the Hulk. Because he was the Hulk for 2 years. Like just straight Hulk for 2 years. It goes in tandem with the whole Planet Hulk idea, and most of you guys know that. But I think he's going to get scared because they're going to start disrupting the Hulkbuster, which is another theory that is tied into this, of Banner being the one that's in the Hulkbuster.
Yeah, that's kind of.
And we pretty much.
I mean, it's kind of
safely assumed that.
Because we've yet to see Tony in Wakanda at all.
We haven't seen Tony in there, and we know Hulk's in Wakanda.
Yeah, so it's probably Bruce Banner in there.
Yeah.
And I agree with your theory. I fully think. And maybe even in that scene.
Yes.
Honestly.
I truly believe that scene, he's going to get scared. Whichever AI Tony designed to control the Hulkbuster will tell Banner, look, I can't do anything about this. They're breaking through our defenses. They'll probably like scratch out one of the wires for his weapons. So like, weapons malfunctioning. Everything's going wrong. And the AI will probably tell him, you know, you need to do something.
Like, boy,
you need to get
better
out of here. Hawk out, do something. And he's going to get scared. And he's going to emerge as the Hawk. Big, whoa. And then the audience, everyone's going to be like clapping probably because that's what audience
you know
do.
they're going to be clapping.
Wow, Incredible Hawk.
I'm going to hit your theory with a loop, though.
Okay.
A small loop.
Okay.
I don't think that he's going to be scared.
You don't think he's going to be scared?
No, I think he's going to, it's gonna be like a, well, you got to do what you got to do kind of thing. Not like humorous so much, but more like he sees that, oh, it's Hawk or death at this point.
Because he can control it.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Because he's always angry.
Right. So he's always angry. Avengers 1, spoilers.
I'm not even putting this in. You better saw that movie. But, yeah, he's always angry, so he's going to be like, well, I guess I'm Hawk forever now because, like, even if I can't turn back, this is better than dying here.
It's either I can die here or I can go Hawk and save as many people as I can.
So I'm pretty sure that's going to be the case in that one.
Gotcha.
That's my guess.
Gotcha.
But hold on,
I definitely got you on that one.
Let me get my
theory
going.
And now we're about to have
my next theory. Loki dies. Loki is my number one choice, maybe number two, not counting any main heroes like Tony or Cap.
Okay.
Loki's dead in this movie.
You think so?
Loki's definitely gonna die in this movie.
Okay.
In my theory, how the scene's gonna play out. I'm guessing Loki's gonna try to barter with Thanos and the Black Order.
Right.
He's gonna try, here, I got the Space Stone for you right here, buddy. Mm-hmm. Just let us ride. We're good. You're good. Well, we're good. Take it, go. And Thanos is gonna be like, I mean, yeah. Cool.
I mean, yeah.
And then, like, he's gonna take it's still in the cube, the Tesseract. So he crushes that. We know he crushes that thing.
Yeah, we saw that
in the trailer. And obviously the stone's in there somewhere.
Right. And we see him straight drop it into the.
He's gonna take the stone, and now he's got the Space Stone.
Right. I agree with that.
In my theory, I'm guessing it's either gonna be like hey, we made the deal, not them, and then he's gonna get stabbed through the back by like Corvus Blade, or maybe even Proxima Midnight, or they're just gonna do it, and he's just gonna be like, whatever, I don't care. I'm sure Loki's not making it out of that scene. I'll be really surprised. I feel like he's dead there, or if not dead, at the most he ain't gonna be in the picture.
He's just jacked. He's all types of messed up.
Yeah.
So my next theory actually goes in tandem with yours, like how yours did with my first one.
Okay.
I actually fully agree with all of that. Mm-hmm. The only difference is I don't know if it'll be so much of a deal for his survival or as much as trading his life for Thor's.
That's also true.
This is also another theory that was floating around, and I liked it, so I pulled it out. I do believe that Thanos is going to invade that Asgardian ship. Mm. We see it. Spoilers. Post-credit scene, we see it at the end of Thor Ragnarok. You see the big Asgardian ship that, Korg and Hawk and Valkyrie.
The new Asgard.
Yeah, the new Asgard because, Asgard are people. We're not designated to one area. We're just a group of people. Wherever we are, Asgard is cool. That's beautiful, great sentiment, yada yada.
Yeah.
Thanos is going to destroy all this.
Yeah,
he's just going to wreck that
Asgard is done.
In the post-credit scene, you see this big Asgardian ship just dwarfed completely.
Oh, yeah. I forgot what the ship's called.
I actually don't remember what it's called. I think something with a T.
I feel like it's like Mother 2 or something weird like that. I don't think that's the case.
But it is massive, dude. Like, it makes the Asgardian ship look just puny in comparison.
And mind you, the ship holds all of Asgard people.
Yeah, everyone who survived Asgard is on that
which
ship.
is an entire realm,
like the whole civilization, essentially, is on that ship.
And they have... And Thanos ship
just
makes it look
just
a baby.
Makes it look like bitches that ship.
That's
completely.
Besides the point.
So, I think Thanos is going to invade that ship. He's going to wreck. Him and the Black Order are going to just wreck.
Maybe with some outsiders, but they're going to run that.
I feel like actually I don't feel like he'll release any outsiders. I feel like he'll send the Black Order in. They'll destroy everyone. Maybe have some issues with Hawk and Thor, which is why Thanos had to be the one to come in and like grip him up, but. Then Thanos is going to enter, and he's just going to destroy whatever's left.
Yeah,
I think Thanos is going to beat the Hawk senseless and send him into space.
Yeah,
which is how he ends up landing in the Sanctum Sanctorium.
Yeah.
And then I think when he grips Thor, he's going to go to kill Thor, and then that's when we're going to see that scene with Loki like shooting out the The space the cube.
Oh, the Tesseract.
The Tesseract. That's
Yeah.
what it's called. I'm an idiot right now. But he's gonna shoot out the Tesseract. Like, wait a minute, hold on. Don't kill my brother. Here is what you wanted when we first talked.
Mhm.
Spoilers. Thanos is who sends Loki to fight in Avengers 1. If you don't know these things by now, what are you guys doing? Why are you watching this?
Honestly, Avengers 1, you better have just seen.
Avengers 1.
Don't see Avengers 3 if you haven't seen Avengers 1.
Don't see Avengers Infinity War if you haven't seen
any of them.
movie.
Yeah, like you better
I had to
all
bite the
them.
bullet and watch Ant-Man. I'm not a big Ant-Man fan, but I watched Ant-Man because you need to know these things. You
I
need
like
to know who
Ant-Man.
these people are. No, Yellow Jacket was my stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Ant-Man's good, actually. But aside
so I think he's going to trade
okay.
the cube
Yeah.
for Thor.
Yeah.
And I think that's how Thanos is going to get the cube because I don't think Thanos and them know that he has the cube initially.
Yeah.
I think he just assumes that they have the cube.
Yeah.
That's why he's there.
Yeah.
And then I think he's like, here's what you want. You know, don't hurt Thor. You know, take this instead. Yada yada. He's like, oh, okay, fine. You know, I'll do that,
Yeah,
and he'll take it, and then he's gonna be like, psych, and then he's gonna like hit Thor with some craziness.
Yeah, maybe shoot him out into space.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot him out into space or something like that, and then that's how Thor lands on the Guardian ship.
Yeah, on the actual Guardians of the
And
Galaxy ship.
Then I agree with you completely that he's gonna be like, well, we spared your brother. That didn't mean shit about you. Bam! And then,
exactly.
So I fully agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
And that tied into my next theory.
That was your next theory?
Yeah.
Then let me bring up my next theory.
Yeah, go ahead. Back to back on
All right, ready? Thanos
Had
snaps,
two theories. I
bro.
went back to
And when I mean snaps,
no.
I mean he's gonna take everybody out.
You think
And
so?
my here's
I don't
my
know.
theory.
Okay.
Okay, I think at some point in this movie, I'm guessing probably either towards the end or towards the middle, maybe Act 2 or Act 3.
Right.
Thanos is gonna have the entire Infinity Gauntlet completely.
Okay.
He's gonna have it done. He's gonna have the Soul Stone, and he's gonna snap, and everyone's gonna be gone.
Oh, okay.
I think that'll either be the end of the movie to set up for Avengers 4,
Right.
or midway through where maybe Doctor Strange has seen it.
Okay.
Using the time stone.
He
Before that happens, and he sees that Thanos snaps
Right.
and takes out half of the universe.
Okay.
And I think it'd probably be more plausible if it's a vision, not so much a vision, but something that Doctor Strange has seen, and he's gonna be like, "Well, we gotta cut that. Like, we gotta make
like this is what's gonna happen if we don't."
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So that's kind of my theory. In this movie, I'm sure Thanos is gonna snap his fingers and take out.
I agree because, well, I know that for a fact because apparently people are saying in some of the TV spots they've seen him snap.
Yeah, he does.
I've seen Gamora snap to express what he can do.
His potential is.
But apparently there's a trailer somewhere out there or a TV spot somewhere out there where he does snap.
Yeah.
And we don't know what happens after that, but we've seen him do it.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I called that when we first saw the first trailer. And I said he's going to snap at the end of the movie and wipe out half the universe.
I could see that.
And Avengers 4 is going to have to be getting all that back. Like now we have to we lost this last movie. We just took a massive L.
Yeah.
Avengers 4, we gotta fix that. We have to do something.
And that's probably why maybe there's only Avengers B team and 4.
True.
I'm for some reason in my head Adam Warlock's gonna be in Avengers 4.
I also agree. I think Adam Warlock will be in Avengers 4.
Adam Warlock's most likely gonna lead the charge. That'd be my guess.
I could see Captain Marvel because they're pushing Captain Marvel heavy. Super heavy. Yeah.
Maybe Spidey.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I can agree with Spidey too. Now, I'm going to pull up my next one.
Okay. What's your next one?
It is that Iron Man knows the location of the Soul Stone.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure that he has it, but me being an Iron Man fan and giving him the benefit of the doubt, I believe Tony has. I'll be that guy to just make the argument. I believe Tony has the Soul Stone.
You think he has it?
He has it somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe not on him during the time these fights are taking place, but I believe he has it. Maybe locked in some locked in his lab, locked
somewhere,
so that he can study it and try to understand it more because he knows of the stones.
Yeah,
he knows the Mind Stone exists. He knows. Well, I don't know if he knows about the Space Stone because we've only seen the Tesseract. So the heroes have only seen the Tesseract. They know what it's capable of. They know this type of cosmic power exists out there. But I don't know if he knows everything about the Soul Stone.
Was Avengers 2 Thor told them about them?
He told him about a bunch of them. I don't know if he told him about each one.
Well, because
he might have just said everyone that he's seen or that has been found.
Because I know he has like the little vision.
Yeah.
And then he's like this is bigger than you.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. And that happens.
Right.
So at minimum they know of their existence.
Oh yeah.
They might not know their potential. But
the person,
for sure.
I think one Avenger knows about each one, and that person I believe is going to be Doctor Strange.
You think Doctor Strange?
I feel like Doc Strange knows. I think Thor knows about a lot, but I think Doc Strange will know the ins and outs of each stone.
Maybe. Yeah.
I feel like he'd be the one to say, "Look, this one does this, so we can't let that happen. This one does this, we can't let that happen."
Maybe.
He'll just go down the list. He's like, and I don't know where this one is. Thanos might already have it, but the Soul Stone does this, and that.
Yeah.
And then Tony's gonna be like, "Oh snap! He just schooled me on what this gem does. Now I know what it's capable of. I can go home and I can grab it and I can use it to our advantage."
Yeah, I could definitely see that. See, I'm not a big fan. I've heard the theory of the Tony Stark is the Soul Stone.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
To me,
that's weird to me. I'm not a big fan of that.
That's stupid. I mean, if you're gonna say he has the Soul Stone within his arc reactor,
yeah,
that's one
thing.
Maybe that's one thing. I can stretch that.
Yeah, that's still
kind
of
super stretch it. It's very big stretch. But to say, oh, Tony Stark's life essence is the Soul Stone,
I'm not a fan.
That's dumb.
However,
but
I do. There is definitely some plausibility to the fact that Tony, if doesn't have it, knows where it's at.
Yes,
he knows where it's at. But that rolls into my theory.
Right, go ahead.
My number one.
Now, hear me out, guys. We talked about this theory before, and this is probably my most exciting theory ever. And
my number one.
Say it.
My number one theory. Corny as life, but shooting might happen.
Hey,
Tony Stark sacrifices his life for Peter Parker's life using the Soul Stone.
I love it.
I fully think that will fool it in a sense.
Right.
Tony's somehow going to have his hands on the Soul Stone. And Thanos is probably just going to body Spidey.
Right.
And he's going to be on the floor. We've already seen in the first trailer that there's a point where Spidey's really injured on the ground and Tony's like holding him. I think that maybe Tony uses the Soul Stone in a way to exchange his soul for Peter's.
Right.
In like a last fatherly act before he dies at the end of the movie.
So how big do you think they're going to push this fatherly figure that Tony has with Peter?
I think they're going to push it 100%.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree. And I agree because my last theory that I'm going to say is not that big, but it's very heartfelt for me personally because of the whole father-son dichotomy that they have going with Peter and Tony. So what I think is in one of the opening scenes where we first see the big ship of Thanos, that little
the
circular
ring that looks like Halo.
Yeah, and we see Peter like, oh snap, what is that?
Yeah.
You see a scene where he is on the machine and he can't breathe, or so it's giving the idea he can't breathe.
Yeah.
So he rips his mask off and he's like, then he falls off of the thing and he's just falling.
Yeah.
I think that same scene goes in tandem with Iron Man in the more recent last trailer, the last big trailer, where Iron Man's shooting off at whatever speed towards that same ring, and then his jet boots combine into this supercharged booster, and it shoots him off, and he just starts going towards the ring. I think in that scene, he's gonna peep, or he's gonna be told by his AI that he's falling. He can't breathe at that altitude. Something like that.
He can't activate any systems.
He can't use any of the systems in his thing because technically it's still just a suit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like an armor like Iron Man has to where he can breathe in space. It's just a suit. Yeah. And I think he's gonna shoot like a little spider at
Peter's falling body.
Peter's falling body. Yeah. That spider is gonna navigate to where the spider is on his chest. And it's going to open up into the Iron Spider suit.
Yeah,
and that's where you see, and in my mind, I'm putting that connecting with the scene where Spider-Man backflips and lands on the ring, and his eyes light up in the Iron Spider suit.
Kind of does
I feel like that's where the Iron Spider is going to debut.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Iron Spider suit in this one.
I like
it more than the comic book. I'm not a fan of the comic book Iron Spider.
You don't like the comic book?
No, I don't think it's complex enough.
I got you.
That's all a completely different episode.
Right. So give me one more.
Let me see what I got. Let me see if I got one more.
Finish strong.
All right. I'm gonna make one off the dome.
Okay, off the dome.
Okay.
What you got?
Location
Location.
of Soul Stone.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Don't say Wakanda.
No. Because
Okay.
everyone thinks it's in Wakanda.
Everyone thinks it's in Wakanda.
But I think it's going to be on Titan.
You think it's going to be on Titan?
Titan? Yep. That's my guess.
You think so?
Yep. I'm thinking so. Because we see in the final battle, up at this point, we've seen Thanos technically with only 2 gems.
Right.
I think that's CG trick. I think he has at least 5 of them.
I agree.
I think he has at least 5 of them. But if you look at it, the background of the final fight where it's Tony, Thanos, you could possibly deduce that is Earth, like a destroyed city.
Like a destroyed Earth.
But I think that that's not Earth. I think that's the final battle happening on Titan.
I agree. I fully agree with that.
Why would Thanos return to Titan? He's already been there, done that to me.
Right.
I think he's going back there because if it wasn't there always, someone put it there.
Someone put it there.
And he's going back there like, I'm getting the Soul Stone.
Okay.
On Titan. What's up? What's going on?
Right.
And then maybe they're using that as like their high ground. Like we know he's coming to us.
Okay.
Like he knows he needs this gem.
Right.
The stone.
So we know he's going to come here.
He's going to come here, and that gives us the high
here. Which makes sense because
and
that could be
about casualty.
I was just about to say that could be the superhero's attempt at not having like a mass loss of life.
Yeah, that's my final theory.
I like it.
Soul Stone on Titan.
I like that a lot.
You got anything else?
I do. So
all right, let's
just a real quick run over. Yeah, we're well now we're gonna go. I mean, I guess it still counts as theories, but now I kind of want to talk about the deaths. Okay. So we had the 2 talks about
Loki and Vision?
About Loki and Vision dying.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of explained your theories on them. I agree. I believe both Loki and Vision are going to die. And
I think Vision's going to live.
You think Vision's going to live? That's right. You did say you think Vision's going to die. See, I think Vision's going to die.
Okay.
I think Vision is going to get killed by someone, whether it be them extracting the gem or him dying in like a brutal way to get to the gem. Who knows? But I believe he's going to die and then get brought back either at the end of the movie or in Avengers 4. Okay,
yeah, I could see that.
I'm fully with you with Loki, so I'm just gonna scratch my Loki theory because we already talked about all that. I believe Tony will die in this movie.
I agree. As much as it pains me to agree.
It's going to hurt my soul, but I fully believe Tony Stark will lose his life in this movie. Now, him coming back, I don't even know because there's so many like theories going around. There's so many talks with directors about his contract or how he's scheduled for this movie or that movie or this and that. I don't know. I don't care about that. In my mind, I think Tony's going to die in this movie, and it's going to be beautiful for one reason and one reason only. Everyone knows Iron Man is the heart of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He started it. Iron Man 1 kicked off this amazing 10-year run of great superhero movies that we've seen. We've had Spider-Man movies. We've had Punisher. We've had Blade. We've had all these Marvel movies that have existed, yes, but then you have like the subsection of the Marvel Cinematic Universe that they made with the string of movies that you have seen in the last 10 years. You know, Iron Man, the trilogy of Iron Man, the Hulk, the Thor trilogy, the Cap trilogy, Ant-Man, Spider-Man, Black Panther, the first 2 Avengers movies. We've seen all that. All of that goes in tandem with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it all started with Iron Man. I think if he were to die in this movie, it would be the absolute best way for Robert Downey Jr. to leave Iron Man.
Well, yeah, it's definitely the end of an era when it would come.
Absolutely.
It's the end of, like, first part. Like, I know it's phase 3.
Right.
But it's the end of, like, first part MCU, no doubt.
Right. And
that would open up.
What I can't predict is how he'll die. My favorite theory of him dying is your theory of the Soul Stone.
Okay.
If he goes out like that, I can't ask for anything better.
See, I agree. Honestly, I agree. I have like a little side theory that boosts off of you.
Okay.
Tony Stark is definitely dying in
Okay.
My favorite, it's not even a theory. I want it to happen. We have no proof.
Right.
I want Tony and Cap to die together, go down fighting together.
I want
them both to go down together,
like
team up for one last fight.
Yeah.
And if they both die, they both die. But to me, I don't want one to be alive when the other's not.
See, I actually 100% agree with you, but I feel like he would die saving Captain America.
I could see that too. I could definitely see that's a good theory.
think he would absolutely die saving Captain America.
Yeah.
And
I
a
could see
theory
that.
off the fly is that when Thanos has his hands on Captain America, and I'm thinking about this right now, we haven't seen Tony or any hint of Tony being in Wakanda.
No, yeah,
we haven't seen anything. So I think as Captain America's doing that, everyone else has just dropped. Like Thanos has rolled through everyone, the Black Order is rolling through everyone, and Captain America's like one of the last guys standing. And Black Panther's over there trying to fight to Captain America, but he can't because let's say he has Proxima on him, he has Corvus Glaive on him, and he's still fighting a bunch of outsiders.
Yeah.
I also believe Black Dwarf is going to die, but say he has a bunch of people on him, he can't get to Call Obsidian. I'm sorry, they changed his name for the movie because like, what's the proper term for little people? Is it just little people?
Yeah, I think so. Last time I think it's
no offense to little people. Like I don't have any beef when I say like a dwarf or a midget or a little person. I'm not trying to disrespect. That's why I was brought up labeling people.
But that's the common use,
right?
Even though it is offensive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now I'm not trying to make offense to that, but his name is Black Dwarf.
In the comics,
his proper name is Black Dwarf.
Yeah. And the Call Obsidian is actually the army.
Yeah, it's the Black. It is the entire army.
Yeah, Call Obsidian is the army. Yeah.
And then the Black Order is the label for those
like
5
high-ranking lieutenant.
Yeah. They're like the top guys of Thanos who like just serve Thanos.
Yeah, exactly.
But in this movie, to appeal to the sensitive approach.
Yeah, just to appeal to people not
taking offense.
Yeah, to like offend.
They renamed Black Dwarf Call Obsidian, and they call
the army
the outsiders.
Yeah.
And that's fine. It is what it is.
I mean,
whatever.
Who really cares?
Who really cares? But I believe he's gonna die. I feel like he's gonna try to roll into Wakanda first, just like they did in the comics, and Black Panther is gonna dominate.
I could. I mean, in my eyes, there's no way all of them are making it out of this.
No,
I don't
not
believe
at all.
I think if Supergiant's in the movie, which I don't know if she is or not,
she probably dies like quick.
Yeah, she's gonna be like.
I can see like the Hulk just chucking her into space or something.
Definitely, I can see that.
Because we've seen no indication of Supergiant.
Yeah.
Unless she like makes a surprise at the very end
Maybe.
and they make her in like more like way more important than she was. But I believe he's gonna die, but in tandem with that, I believe as Captain America's fighting off Thanos by himself, Iron Man might come in.
Yeah. Okay.
That way we have the Iron Man in the fight in Wakanda.
Yeah.
Because we've seen nothing of Iron Man in Wakanda.
It's only been the Wakandan.
We've seen like the Hulkbuster.
Yeah, Hulkbuster.
So
I mean, Iron Man's
Iron Man, Tony Stark is Iron Man. Don't get me wrong, I wanted to see Iron Man in the Hulkbuster. My original theory way back was that Iron Man was going to be in the Hulkbuster fighting some big guy, maybe Black Dwarf, and then he would beat down Black Dwarf, and then Thanos is like, okay, well, fight me now, and then he's gonna backhand that Hulkbuster to like anything. But
as we can tell, that's probably
we've almost 100% confirmed that Bruce Banner's in the Hulk.
Oh yeah, Bruce Banner's in that. I'm sorry.
So I would love that actually. Yeah. Either them going down together, and I'm a fan of the whole Iron Man sacrificing himself for Cap.
Yeah, I can see it
because I see that making
plausible, sense. Yeah,
I definitely see that making sense.
Yeah, for sure, no doubt.
But yours, I 100% would rather your ending because then. If both Cap and Iron Man die, it paves the way for these new guys to come up and take their mantle as heroes.
Yeah.
When Cap died the first time, Bucky became Captain America. Then Punisher became Captain America for a very short time. Then Falcon becomes Captain America, who actually stayed Captain America and has had his own run as Captain America. Sam Wilson as the subtitle Captain America.
Yeah.
Just like when Steve Rogers came back, it's Steve Rogers Captain America.
Yeah, now it's just Captain America.
Yeah, now it's just Captain America again, because ever since Legacy, they went back to like the
ever since he had a Secret Empire.
Right. Yeah. So I enjoy that. I would prefer that ending the most because both actors have done a great job with who they've interpreted or portrayed.
Yeah,
portrayed. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I feel like this would be the great ending. Now, I would prefer them both going out at the end of 4. Just because to me 4 finalizes phase 3.
To me, I know they're not part 1 or 2 to me anymore.
Right.
Or they're not 1 and 2 anymore. It's not Avengers Infinity War 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But to me, they're still kind of hand in hand.
Yeah, it's going to be a sequel to 3. It's
so,
not going to be a sequel to whatever comes next.
Exactly. It's not like
the
next big villain. It's still going to deal with Thanos.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I don't see Thanos even getting slightly hurt in this movie.
Oh, yeah. I think he's going to be fine. Like this whole movie, to be honest. But I think I wouldn't mind them dying in Avengers 4.
Right.
Like, I would prefer it just to see more of them portray those characters.
Right. Like one last
go.
Boom.
But I mean, who knows?
Yeah, we don't know. Last thing that I have before I'm done all of my notes and questions and theories is my question for you.
Okay.
As the biggest Thanos fan I know.
Okay.
Do you think we will see Mistress Death in this movie?
Not in this one.
No.
I'd be really surprised if we see it. Maybe 4, because in my eyes,
even with the flashbacks of Thanos, because Thanos has the most screen time.
We might see her in a flashback.
Like
true.
Like this is who he's doing it all for.
Yeah. We might see him. Might see her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking maybe in a flashback, but not in present time until then.
Okay.
And
then the last one. I know I said that. I said that was the last one, but this one kind of goes in tandem with the one I made. Do you think they will pay homage to the Infinity Gauntlet storyline, and we will see the cosmic beings in Avengers 4?
I don't know about that one.
You don't know?
I don't know about that one. There's a lot they have to do.
Well, we saw Celestials.
I would like it. That would be tough, but that's a lot that they have.
They would have to do a lot.
Because now you got to bring up one above all. You got to bring up everything.
But they can do that.
They can, absolutely.
And it would go in tandem with what we talked about with Cat and Iron Man dying.
Yeah.
If the majority of the superheroes died in this movie, all that would be left was the very few remaining, and that would be where you would introduce Adam Warlock.
Yeah, Adam.
We have the rights to Fox now, so you could possibly bring Silver Surfer in the next movie.
I want Silver Surfer.
I would love Silver Surfer.
I need Silver Surfer in one of these.
And I think that would be the perfect thing. You do Infinity War, which is, I guess, a combination of Infinity and Infinity Gauntlet. And then you would have Avengers 4, which is like pure Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah,
just
whatever
cosmic entities.
4 is going to be.
He just annihilated everyone.
Which I've heard rumors that it could be called like Disassembled. Or something like that.
Okay.
But, I mean, that's all up in the air. That
See, the reason I wouldn't want that is because that would mean that Iron Man and Tony have to survive to head the Disassembled story.
See, I'm not a big fan of the Disassembled only because to me that feels like the entire... It ends in Infinity War. The fight is over in Infinity War.
The fight is over in Infinity War, and then it's the aftermath
aftermath of Infinity War.
And to me, I'm like,
I feel like it needs to be bigger than that.
2.5 hours is not enough for this story that they're trying to do.
Exactly.
So...
But, hey.
Yeah, well, that was the last for me.
That's all I had.
That's all you had?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Well, that's what we got today, guys. I am so excited for you guys to see this. For those of you, geez, we're pushing 45 minutes. For those of you super fans who are watching this whole thing, even after Jam Shake edits this down a little bit, it's probably still going to be pretty lengthy.
Yeah, most likely.
To you guys who are listening to me talk right now, thank you for watching this whole video.
Thanks for watching.
The support system means everything to us, guys.
Everything.
Also, last thing before we leave. Don't forget, the same week we drop this video, this upcoming weekend, the food chain will be hosting in Newark, Delaware, MVJ Athletics Training Center.
I'll put all the info on there.
We're definitely going to have all this at the end. All this you'll be able to see at the end. But we will be hosting our my second, I'm sorry. Yeah. Which one is this for the food chain in general? About the 4th?
You mean considering just every event we've done?
No, our solo food chain events. Like, remember I didn't make the one, like, a couple years back? Where you guys had
I want to say 3.
Okay, so this will be the 3rd food chain official tournament, my 2nd tournament, helping host as a food chain member. So I can't wait to see you guys there, man. I have so many people coming up to me asking about these tournaments. I have people telling me they're coming. You guys got to remember, it's free to get in. All you need money for is food and drink. We'll be selling hot dogs. We'll be selling Huggies. We'll be selling sodas, waters.
You know we got to have the
got the Huggies. We got the 2 for $1.
I might just open it with a fork.
With a fork?
Don't
open the Huggy with a fork.
I'm going to open the Huggy with a fork. All right? So we're going to have all that for sale.
We're going to have all that.
And the game, enter tournament's free. Do everything you want to do.
Again,
we're always going to have
all the information.
Play.
Absolutely. We're going to have about 5 to 6 TVs running. 3 of them will be strictly for tournament use.
Yeah.
So again, the information will be there. We can tell you guys where to go for this. Follow us on our Facebook page. The information is on Instagram, but we don't have a food chain Instagram yet. It's sort of just like each member has an Instagram, and we just share what we can.
I can always put everyone's Instagram of each individual
Yeah,
coaching member
yeah,
here as well.
do that.
If you wanna
Everyone
give
who
any
has an
calls, let me
Instagram,
know.
put that on there as like,
Yeah.
you know, at whoever, and then put.
Except for you.
Except for me,
you don't need no more likes. You
I
already
ain't
get
shit.
enough.
I got like a whole 10 likes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You don't need
10
no
people
more.
like me. You got more likes than me on this post. Get out of here. But so yeah, we'll have all the information for you guys at the end, man. We're gonna be running Dragon Ball Fighters because that game is fresh, man.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
Got a love-hate relationship with that game.
But we have Dragon Ball as our three main tournaments: Dragon Ball Fighter, Tekken 7, and Smash Bros. For Wii U.
Because you can never go wrong with Smash Bros. Everybody loves Smash Bros.
Everyone loves Smash.
I might join the tournament just because I love Smash Bros.
You might.
I'm not gonna join the tournament. I'm not allowed to. I'm a host. But after the tournament's done, if y'all want that work, come find me. Okay?
He's putting a challenge out there.
Challenging all you people. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that, you guys. I hope to see as many of you guys there as we can.
Saturday the 28th.
Saturday, the 28th of April. We'll probably be starting around 7, which means people are going to be hella late, which means we'll start till like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it's going to be late. It's going to be a late show.
Remember,
late 20.
The biggest thing, and we'll be stressing this when we get there too, no shoes allowed on the mats in the gym.
No shoes on the mat.
So, that's it for us today. This is Snapple Grapple.
I'm Jamshay. Thanks for watching this.
Thank you.
Hey guys, can we talk about Deadpool now?
No, turn
it
the
off!
fucking video off.